Hello students, I am Roshni Thawani and welcome to Business Studies class. As we have already started the chapter staffing, we have understood the introduction, we have understood the characteristics. Now we would be moving further or forward for the next point, that is importance of management. Now what they have specified, that staffing occupies an important place in the process of management. As more industries have been developed, the importance of staffing has also increased. Any organization without staff is like skeleton. Any organization without staff is like skeleton. Why it has known as skeleton? See, in our body, if soul is not there, so it would be considered as skeleton. In the same manner, in organization, if staffing, that means employees are not there, then organization would be considered as skeleton. So staffing is very essential in the organization. Next point is staffing is the only living factor of production. See, there are four factors of production, that is land, labor, capital and entrepreneur. So labor, the only living factor, all others are not living factors. So staffing is the only living factor of production. So you cannot consider staffing as a physical assets. You cannot consider how you treat your machinery in the same manner you cannot treat your employees, because they do have feelings, they do have emotions, they have their self-respect. So understand that, and according to that you should provide the things to them. Next, someone has rightly said that mind your man and man will mind everything for you. So what is it? Mind your man and man will mind everything for you. That means please take care of your employees. If you would be taking care of them, definitely they will give 100% for the organization. So it has said that mind your man and man will mind everything for you. So let's start the importance of staffing. First is a driving force. Now what is a driving force? Driving force means that any organization can work with the help of staffing. Without employees or without staffing, none of the organization can work. So it is very much essential. Next is dynamic activity. Now what is a dynamic activity? That dynamic means change. So whenever any situation has changed or any change occur in the market, so according to that you can upgrade your staffing, you can change your staffing. Okay, so that's why it is very necessary. Next is why it is called dynamic activity, because staffing, they are performing many activities together, so it is known as dynamic activity. Next is important for other functions of management. Now what is important for other functions of management? See, you have done your planning properly, you have done your organizing properly, everything you did properly. But if you have not implemented your staffing properly, then none of the function will work smoothly. So for other functions of management, your staffing should be strong enough and proper enough. Next is limbs of the business enterprise. Now what is the limbs of the business enterprise? What do you mean by limbs? See, for an example, that let's read. Planning occupies place of the brain in the human body, while staffing is like limbs of the enterprise. Limbs means body parts. If planning is a brain, why planning is called a brain? Whenever we make a plan, we need to use our brain. We need to use our intelligence. So we need a brain while making a plan. So body parts. Who are those? Who are there to implement the things? The ultimate employees are there to implement the things. Whatever we have decided in plan, it is implemented by the employees. So if planning, it's a brain, then staffing is definitely what? Staffing is like to implement the things. Next is job satisfaction among staff. Now what is job satisfaction among staff? Staffing, as I said in the beginning, that whatever you are deciding, like promotion, transfer or incentives, everything you are deciding for the staffing or employees. So employees stay happy, employees stay satisfied. So if they would be satisfied, then definitely they will give good productivity. Next is harmony and in relations. What they have said, that staffing creates an environment of satisfaction among employees. It helps establish cordial relation between employers and employees. That means staffing creates the cordial, smooth relations. If smooth relations, so one department would be coordinating with other, one department would be communicating with other, so it creates the smooth relation. Next is increase the prestige of the organization. Definitely, if you have a very good staff, if you are having very good employees, definitely your organization work better and properly. Next is, it is a continuous process. As I said, that staffing is a continuous process. Once you have recruited the people, and after that if you say now onwards we are not going to recruit the employees, that cannot be done. So it is a continuous process and it is ongoing process which can never be stopped. Next point is, staffing is a part of human resource management. But right now I won't start that. Directly we would be moving towards the process of staffing. Now what is the process of staffing? That, let's read. According to the industrialist, contented, experienced and creative and honest staff is an invaluable asset of business. Right from the establishment of an organization, the function of recruitment of staff is important. Recruitment of staff should be done on the basis of suitable qualification, skill, knowledge and sincerity, and not on the basis of any influence, corruption or nepotism. What did they say? Right person and on right place. So for recruitment, it is very essential that you should have a right person on right place. वरना तो क्या होगा, अगर राइट पर्सन राइट प्लेस पे नहीं है तो काम ठीक से नहीं होगा. सो वेन एवर यू आर रिक्रूटिंग द पीपल, you should see that person should be knowledgeable, person should be skilled enough, okay, person should be sincere enough. So if they don't have such things, so definitely if we are recruiting such person with the with the recommendation or with the nepotism, so definitely they won't give the proper productivity. So always recruitment should be done on the basis of their qualification, knowledge and skills. Now here the word is recruitment. Let's understand what is a recruitment. सी माइंड माई वर्ड्स, रिक्रूटमेंट का मतलब जॉब देना नहीं है. रिक्रूटमेंट का मैं आपको सीधा अगर हिंदी में मतलब बताऊं तो रिक्रूटमेंट का मतलब होता है कि आप एक एडवर्टाइज देते हो. यू आर इन्वाइटिंग पीपल टू अप्लाई फॉर द पर्टिकुलर जॉब. आप लोगों को इन्वाइट करते हैं अपने अट्रैक्टिव एडवर्टाइजमेंट से कि भाई आप आइए और जॉब के लिए अप्लाई कीजिए. तो रिक्रूटमेंट का काम होता है कि मैक्सिमम पीपल शुड अप्लाई फॉर द जॉब. जितने ज़्यादा लोग हमारे पास अप्लाई करेंगे उसमें से हम बाइफर्केट कर सकते हैं. सो व्हाट इज़ रिक्रूटमेंट? रिक्रूटमेंट इज़ अ कंटिन्यूअस प्रोसेस. रिक्रूटमेंट इज़ टू बी मेड व्हेन अ न्यू एंटरप्राइज इज एस्टैब्लिश्ड, व्हेन एन एग्जिस्टिंग यूनिट इज एक्सपांडेड और व्हेन द एम्प्लॉय रिजाइन, डाइज और रिटायर्स. कहा कि रिक्रूटमेंट कब होता है, कब हमको ज़रूरत पड़ती है रिक्रूटमेंट करने की. तो जब आपको कोई नया अपना बिजनेस स्टार्ट कर रहे हैं या अपना जो एग्जिस्टिंग बिजनेस है उसको आपको बढ़ाना है तो लोगों की ज़रूरत है, या आपके ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में किसी का डेथ हो गया तो तब आपको लोगों की ज़रूरत रहेगी. मीनिंग, in ordinary sense, recruitment is the process of looking for probable employees and making them apply for the job. Means what? Recruitment is looking for the probable employees and making them apply for the job. कि as I said कि recruitment का मतलब है कि maximum people should apply for the job. In a broader sense, recruitment is the process of acquiring at the right time, in the right number, in the right place person with the right qualification. Now there are sources of recruitment. Here see, you can see one source is internal, second is external source. Now what is internal and what is external? Let's start learning. Internal मतलब जब within the boundary of organization you are recruiting the people, that is known as internal sources of organization. And when outside the organization, whenever you are recruiting the people, that is known as external sources. So there are 6 in internal and 7 in external sources, which we need to learn in detail. So let's start that. In internal source, first is promotion. Okay, so now what is promotion? Whenever any post is vacant or any new position is created, promotion should be given by the management on the basis of work of the existing employee, his ability, honesty, skill, loyalty and qualification. Promotion of employee will boost their morale and loyalty. Promotion also results in increased salary, status, power and responsibility. देखो प्रमोशन मतलब क्या कि कोई पर्सन क्लर्क पे काम कर रहा है, अब क्लर्क से आप उसको मैनेजर बना रहे हैं. हाँ, क्यों? क्योंकि मैनेजर का पोस्ट खाली है और आपको लग रहा है कि ये जो क्लर्क है वो बहुत अच्छा काम करता है, तो आप क्या करते हैं, आप क्लर्क में से उसको मैनेजर बना देते हैं. अब एक उसको प्रमोशन तो मिल रहा है, हमारा जो पोजीशन वैकेंट था वो भी वहाँ पे भर जाएगा. तीसरा क्या होगा, वो पर्सन का मोरल यानी कि वो पर्सन का उसका जो कॉन्फिडेंस है वो बूस्ट होगा क्योंकि उसको प्रमोशन मिला है. उसके बाद है ट्रांसफ़र. इफ़ देर इज़ एनी शॉर्टेज ऑफ एम्प्लॉयज़ इन एनी डिपार्टमेंट, इट कैन बी रेक्टिफाइड बाई ट्रांसफरिंग टू इट द सरप्लस एम्प्लॉय ऑफ अनदर डिपार्टमेंट. क्या कहा कि अगर एक डिपार्टमेंट में एम्प्लॉयज़ कम है तो क्या करना है, दूसरे डिपार्टमेंट से एम्प्लॉयज़ को लेके, ठीक है, वहाँ पे ट्रांसफ़र कर देना है. अगर दूसरे डिपार्टमेंट में लोग ज़्यादा हैं तो उनको लेके आपको वहाँ ट्रांसफ़र कर देना है. कीपिंग इन माइंड देयर क्वालिफिकेशन, इन दिस वे शॉर्टेज ऑफ एम्प्लॉयज़ कैन बी रेक्टिफाइड. नेक्स्ट, फ्रेंड्स एंड रिलेटिव्स ऑफ एम्प्लॉयज़. नाउ व्हाट इज़ द फ्रेंड्स एंड रिलेटिव्स ऑफ एम्प्लॉयज़? जनरली कई बार क्या होता है कि रिक्रूटमेंट की बहुत लंबी प्रोसीजर नहीं करनी होती है. सो व्हाट दे डू, दे टेल देयर एम्प्लॉयज़ कि भाई आपके फ्रेंड्स या रिलेटिव्स को भी अप्लाई करना है तो दे कैन डू. सो समटाइम्स वी आर recommending our friends and relatives in the organization, so they are taking them and they are recruiting them. After that, recalling retrenched employees. यहाँ पे एक वर्ड यूज़ किया है retrenched. Now what is the meaning of retrenched? Retrenched means those have left the job. ठीक है, किसी न किसी रीज़न की वजह से पहले जॉब करते थे और उन्होंने वो जॉब छोड़ दिया है, तो वी आर रिक्रूटिंग देम अगेन, सो दैट इज़ नॉन एज recalling retrenched employees. प्रमोशन विथ ट्रांसफ़र, एज वी हैव लर्न प्रीवियसली दैट ट्रांसफ़र देना या प्रमोशन देना, पर यहाँ पे क्या है, आप ट्रांसफ़र भी दे रहे हो, उसको प्रमोशन भी दे रहे हैं. कई बार ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस में ऐसा होता है कि लोग दे डोंट प्रेफर टू टेक ट्रांसफ़र because they have to shift, their family has to shift, so it is a very tedious thing. So what they do generally they accept transfer and organization they are giving them promotion. So if they get promotion, if they get good salary, then definitely they will prefer transfer, otherwise they don't prefer transfer. Next is waiting list. Now what is waiting list? Waiting list means who had applied in the past but could not be absorbed. Such a list useful for recruitment at a later date. किसी ने अप्लाई किया है लेकिन उस टाइम पे वो लोग रिक्रूट नहीं हुए थे, तो जनरली ऑर्गेनाइजेशन क्या करता है, ऑर्गेनाइजेशन उनके वो जो CV करिकुलम विटे जो हमने 11th स्टैंडर्ड में बनाए थे वो CV साइड में रख देते हैं, राइट. अब वो जो CV साइड में रख देते हैं वो क्यों रखते हैं, उनको लगता है कि नहीं ये थोड़ा एम्प्लॉय अच्छा है, इसका हम फ्यूचर में यूज़ कर सकते हैं इस CV को, तो उसको फ्यूचर में बुलाया जाता है जॉब के लिए. ओके, सो दिस ऑल वेर द इंटरनल सोर्सेज ऑफ रिक्रूटमेंट. वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन एज फार एज योर 5 मार्क्स आंसर्स आर कंसर्न. सो इंटरनल सोर्सेज में हमने पढ़ा प्रमोशन, ट्रांसफ़र, फ्रेंड्स एंड रिलेटिव्स ऑफ एम्प्लॉयज़, recalling retrenched employees, promotion with transfer and waiting list. And in next lecture we would be studying external sources. So in external sources also there are 1, 2, 3 and 7 points are that, but that we are going to study in the next lecture. Hope you have understood, and if you have any doubt you can call me. Thank you.